Sometimes life throws bold moments at you, like finding the perfect vacation or finding the ideal location. At BOS, we're there to help you meet those moments with bold confidence. So whether it's managing money for future plans or getting what you need to start planning your dream, we're here to bring you a better banking experience. Make the bold move and switch to BOS today.
Hi, this is Ron Kinscherf. This is the Business Spotlight brought to you by the Bank of Springfield. We have a couple of guests with us. We have Gerard Fischer and Taylor Rebman. Gerard and Taylor are both with American Family, although Gerard is heading out, will no longer be a member of the American Family, right?
Correct.
So we have a changing of the guard going on here.
And I am already out the door.
You're already out the door, so
Yeah.
How hard did you have to push to get Gerard out the door, Taylor?
Pretty hard.
She's still pushing.
She's still pushing.
I'm still pushing every day. We told him he'd be on call at 8 a.m. on Monday morning. So
So you're the American Family office. You've had this for how many years in Quincy now?
I opened up the one in Quincy in 2016. So
Okay.
so
Roughly 10 years. Yeah. So how does it work in the American family for transitioning from one agent to another?
Well, I give American Family the notice. The agent usually gives them the notice. In my case, I had to give them a year notice, and it gives them a year to find a replacement. So American Family does a search out and found a replacement, and they found the best replacement.
Yeah, they found Taylor. So are you excited?
none other, nothing less.
So are you excited about this?
I am. I'm super excited about it.
So as far as American Family goes, do you guys, what is one thing that people generally don't get that they should get when it comes to insurance? Is there one thing missing that you would recommend that people get?
Go ahead.
Do you want me to go for
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that probably the one thing that people should 1000% get that is most common people are going to deny at first would be life insurance.
Life insurance policies?
Yep.
Life insurance.
Seriously?
Yep, I think when you look at the statistics, I think over 50% of the people that are under 50 years old do not have life insurance.
So when you approach, so a customer comes in and wants to talk about car insurance or house insurance, I'm assuming you bring up life insurance, right? So what is their reasoning for not wanting to get life insurance? Is it primarily the cost, or is it?
So it's a mix. We have, I'm too young, I don't need life insurance right now, although the younger you are, the more affordable it's going to be. Or I'm single, I don't have kids. But either way, life insurance is going to be the only insurance you're guaranteed to use. And when it's time for you to use it, everything that you've left behind is going to go to somebody. It doesn't matter if you're single, if you have no kids, or what it is. If you have any debt, cars, homes, any of that, it all gets left behind to somebody. It doesn't just wash out.
So when you, in a life insurance situation, doesn't the money you put in at an early age kind of accrue, and does it?
It depends
on
what type of life, type of
So what
policy
type
you
of
get.
policies are there?
Well, there's term and then there's permanent. So basically two types. One that has, I usually tell my clients that term is like renting an apartment. We're just protecting a time frame, and that's good for the younger generation because maybe they have young kids and they just want to get a 20-year level term to where they're protecting that time frame. And after 20 years, the kids would be off and on the way out the door. And then there's the permanent insurance, which could be the whole life or the universal life, which it's very affordable at a young age, but you could still get it at the older age as well.
So if you get, do your premiums stay the same? Let's say you get it when you're 30, keep paying, then you get to be 50. Do the premiums generally go up as you age? That might be a stupid question.
Yes.
But I would assume they do.
Basically, they do, but when you get a term policy, American Family has a level term to where they actually take that rate of a 50-year-old and that rate of a 30-year-old and mix it together so that you're paying one rate continuously for 20 years so that the rate stays the same. It's then when you turn 51, then that rate goes up.
All right. So basically, the life insurance is if you're hit by a bus type situations, because we never know what's going to happen tomorrow. And well, could you use your life insurance for the funeral costs and stuff like
Sure.
that? So your family wouldn't be necessarily dependent on having to take care of that.
Yep.
I'm guessing that American Family can't cover everything that somebody may approach you with. And I think an example might be like if you want to open a fireworks stand. We talked about something like that. How do you guys handle that situation?
You want
me
to
to
take
go
that?
for
Go
it?
ahead, yes.
Well, we have other avenues and stuff of basically companies that we can use within our internal American Family system. So if something doesn't qualify for AmFam, or I guess that would be the only solution. Would be if it didn't qualify,
Then we can write it to another company. So we have
Then we can
over
write it, yeah.
we have over 110 different insurance companies that we can write through what we call our brokerage department, which it just makes us act as an independent broker, then that we could still write for other companies. I have policies or had policies that are written through Progressive or Liberty Mutual or all the other companies that we can write. And at one time, American Family did own the General, and that's been sold over the past year to another insurance company, but we could still write the General. So somebody that doesn't have current auto insurance walks in the door, we can write them through the General.
How does that work, though, from a support perspective? So if you had to give me a policy through Progressive, let's say, do I call Progressive for
You
support?
can just call the agent. We can still turn in the claim.
You can still turn into claims and all that
We
type
can-
of stuff?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can still service your policy for you and help you with your payments, help you file claim, whatever it is. We would be able to service all of that for you.
So how hard are the conversations when you know you're in a competitive situation with somebody and weighing, this person needs this type of coverage or this is what you would recommend, but that's going to provide more cost for that user as opposed to what you've seen that they're being given? How do you handle that situation?
I think from the start you go into it, and the best way to start is to compare what they have versus what we're offering them, and to let them visually see the comparison of what that extra additional coverage is and what good it would do for them, how it would benefit them. At the end of the day, it is the customer's decision. But if you can lay it out and you can show them, hey, look, this is what you have now. This is what we recommend. This is what it would cost. That's all. That's what we can do.
So, like earthquake insurance, you hear a lot around here that that's not a part of your normal policy. Is flood insurance a part of your normal policy?
Flood insurance is a separate part of the policy.
So that's something else
So that's
around
something
here too.
Yeah, so that's something that's written through the government. And when the government shuts down, we can't write it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
makes it interesting. But again, at the end of the day, I always tell the client, I just want to make sure your property protected. This is your current policy. This is what we have, and this is what the costs are. To add these little things, is earthquake important to you? Is backup sewer in your basement?
Yeah,
Is that
that's another
important to
one,
you?
Yeah.
Do you want to cover your jewelry? So we could tailor the policy to whatever the client's needs are.
Yeah. Do you want to cover your driveway? What outside structures do you want to cover? Do you want to cover all of them? Do you want to,
So what about grandkids playing in your backyard? I mean, I'm serious from my perspective. What if they?
Well, you can't sue yourself.
Well, I know that, but how do you? Is there coverage for that in your standard homeowner policy, or do you have to get additional coverage for that?
Well, as far as what? I need to know the scenario. What happens?
Somebody's in your backyard playing and they get hurt. I don't know. They trampoline injury, or they fall off a wall.
There has to
they get hit with a wiffle ball in the eye.
For it to cover under the liability, there has to be some negligence on the homeowner's part.
Okay.
So we have to see where the negligence was.
Okay.
Was a trampoline not put together properly? Was it worn and torn? Was there a big hole in there that the kids slipped through?
I'm seeing that there should be video cameras in every backyard.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Ring will love that.
All right, so if I'm renting, how much am I liable for something that would happen in my apartment versus the person who owns the building? Taylor?
Me.
Yes.
That's me. Okay. So when you're a tenant and then you have a landlord. The landlord is going to be responsible for covering the structure of where you're staying. You are going to be responsible for your contents, which is what renter's insurance comes in for. But then we were also discussing earlier that your liability on your renter's policy would also come into play and possibly help cover damages if it was, you set the house on fire,
Right.
or if it was something that was some major accident and it was at the fault of your hands, your liability could kind of step in and, help
Right.
boost up their
Right,
liability.
and that's what we see. And sometimes when we talk to clients, they'll say, "Well, I don't have enough personal property to insure." Well, that's not really the importance of renter's insurance. Renter's insurance covers the liability just in case if you're cooking fried chicken on the stove, or if a cat knocks over a candle, or something happens that causes the place on fire, that you have the liability coverage to help the landlord replace the structure.
Yeah.
So you're taking over for him.
Yes.
Same location though, right?
Yep, 926 Broadway, Suite 6.
All right.
Right across from Blessing Hospital.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in, guys. Telling
Thank
us
you,
about it.
Rob.
All right. Gerard
you.
Fischer, retired. Taylor Rebman taking over. They're with American Family Insurance, and this has been the Business Spotlight, brought to you by the Bank of Springfield.
Sometimes life throws bold moments at you, like finding the perfect vacation or finding the ideal location. At BOS, we're there to help you meet those moments with bold confidence. So whether it's managing money for future plans or getting what you need to start planning your dream, we're here to bring you a better banking experience. Make the bold move and switch to BOS today.